Hey everybody, Joe here with Candid at the Movies.
Hey everyone, this is Maxtan and this is Candid at the Movies.
This time I want to talk to you all about the movie Good Fortune, starring Keanu Reeves, Aziz Ansari, Seth Rogen, and Keke Palmer. This is a stacked cast, so I can't say everybody's name, but it's stacked. So ultimately, this movie is about our main character, Aziz Ansari, who is down on his luck, who has an angel played by Keanu Reeves take his bad luck and switch his life with Seth Rogen's life, who plays a man named Jeff, a very successful man, and they switch lives and kind of see what happens. In the midst of all this, Keanu Reeves, an unemployed angel. This movie had a lot of funny undertones, a lot of social commentary about the dichotomy between the poor and the rich. Believing that if you give somebody who is poor a rich lifestyle, that they would all of a sudden see that there's no life that's better than theirs, when in fact the opposite kind of happened. And there's a lot of hijinks, a lot of funny stuff that happens.
I love this movie. I was surprised at how much I laughed. I was surprised at how much I really enjoyed my time watching it.
Keanu Reeves has the smallest, cutest little wings because he's kind of like an angel that's on probation. You know how you have, when you get a new job, you have the 90-day probationary period. His job is basically a small job, but he decides to take initiative based off of another angel kind of doing their thing, and he decides to take initiative and do something that he shouldn't do, and he gets fired. And it's hilarious to see Keanu Reeves' angel character turn into a human and see what it is like to be a human with no power. And it gives a lot of perspective on a lot of different things. Rich versus poor, what is so amazing about being alive, what's so amazing about being a human. It's actually a film that's worth watching.
The four main leads, which is Mr. Ansari, who wrote and directed it, Mr. Reeves, Mr. Rogen, and Miss Keke Palmer, have great chemistry amongst each other. Now, we do kind of do pairs here and there, and the pairs kind of do switch up, but they have such great chemistry. It was just a joy to see them being together. It looked like they were having a lot of fun, or if they were in a romantic relationship. It was very believable. Seth Rogen and Mr. Aziz, they have a certain style, a certain way that they act. Now, if you don't like their style of acting, you're going to get a lot of it. So this may not be a movie for you, but if you love how they act and when they do their thing, this is the movie that you would love, because they get the opportunity to do that.
It is not the best film of the year or anything like that, but it was absolutely a blast. I enjoyed Keke Palmer's part. I won't get into too much of what she did, but for the most part, she was a love interest, but she was a love interest that had her own thing going. And I love that, because even within that shows just because you're loving somebody or in love with somebody, it doesn't mean that you have to lose yourself in that relationship. You still have the stuff that you had going on when you were single still. And I think that everybody should keep their hobbies, the things that they care about, the things that they want to fight for, and never let anybody dissuade them or make them feel like what they're doing is small or insignificant, because what you are doing does matter. And really, that is good fortune. It's not necessarily about what it is that you're doing, but as long as what you're doing is what you love, fine. Fight for the people if you want to. The cinematography in this is okay. The acting is supposed to be kind of funny, so
the main story is done so well, which in turn creates character growth across the whole entire movie for all the four characters. There's not just one person growing. All four of them have some kind of growth. They start at one point and they end at another one, and it felt earned. And you are going along on the journey, watching them earning their growth.
And I just think it's a decent movie with a good message. Go and check this out in theaters if you can. If not, it'll come out, I'm sure, on streaming at some point. But ultimately, I think that it is worth giving a watch during like a matinee or something like that, right? So ultimately, I would have to give this movie, Good Fortune, a solid C+. It was pretty good. It was all right, and I enjoyed it for what it was.
So what would I give this movie? I'll give this movie A-. The only issue I have with this big thing that they're trying to discover, I think it was a little too serious for what was happening, and it felt weak we're here for them to tell us what. Go watch the movie and then you'll understand.
Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about Good Fortune. And y'all take care. Have a fantastic day.
This is Maxtan once again, Candid the movie.
Peace.